treasure, riches untold. International stacker, here to say, shiny vibes coming your way. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International stacker chasing that mill. Coins and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew, let's explore. Stack
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you guys read me? Am I loud? Am I clear? I've got proof. I've got proof. I'm going to show it to you. Just 4 minutes away. Smash that like button if you're ready. Shout out to Alaska Prepper in the chat. Who's ready? 4 minutes.
Maps and clues, giveaways tonight. Silver dream shining bright. Roll the dice, take a chance. Treasure calls, we're in a dance. Silver shines.
Who's ready?
Gold's the glow. Stack it high. Watch it grow.
Let's go.
Giveaways for all. Feel the thrill. International stacker that mill. So hit that sub. Join the quest.
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
You're the best international stacker.
Stacker, stacking, strong. Who's ready? Don't forget, you can get any of these tracks on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. Just search International Stackers, the artist, so you can bump the Crustacean Nation anytime you want.
So hit that sub, join the quest, riches await.
Let's go.
You're the best international stacker, stacking strong.
Who's ready?
Gold where you belong.
Let's go.
Chasing that mill. Chasing that mill. Crabs are grooving side to side. Ocean waves where dreams collide. Claws are up, the beat we chase. Treasure gleaming, golden space. Get your claws up, don't delay.
2 minute warning, 2 minute warning. Smash that like. Drop some crabs in the chat. There we go. Don't drop a crab. Drop some crabs in the chat. Who's ready? Let's go. Get him up. Paladin, that February 16th thing is not true. It's a AI fake story. All your silver and gold purchases will not be tracked. We discredited that the other day, so don't dismay. I'm here to help you guys read the tea leaves, figure out what's going on, and boy, do I have a smoking gun for you this morning. We're going to get started here in a minute and 20 seconds. Smash that like button. Get ready. Let's go. Let's get it.
Tidal rhythms in the sand. Shiny spoils laid by hand. We're the crew, the shell brigade. Treasures found, the music's played.
I didn't say it was a whiskey. I didn't say it was a bull flag. But we're talking about manipulation here. It doesn't matter what flag it was. 30 seconds away, and I've got the proof for you guys. I got the evidence. Smash that like button if you're ready. Let's go. Let's get it.
Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Intl-Stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? The name is International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Over 1,800 videos around the world on gold and silver journeys. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, some gold, some copper here soon on the mega giveaway. You got to be subscribed. So subscribe, and then I'm giving you the link right now. Enter mega ga here. And it's going to be a wild time. It's this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You do not have to be present for the first 3 big prizes. But if you want a chance to win a crab bag, you got to be present for those. I'm going to be spinning the wheel and giving those away in the live stream. And yes, we're very close to that, Goss. So you got to be subscribed. Enter in that link. But ladies and gentlemen, overnight, a massive attack on silver, a massive attack on gold. Now, let me ask you guys, what was the bane of the big banksters' existence? It was the Shanghai Futures Exchange, but it had a massive attack as well last night. What is going on? We know there's insatiable demand in Asia for physical silver. Folks are buying it up. The premiums are massive. How and why did this start to tank? Why did it tank there, and why did it tank there? 2 totally unusual moves. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this morning we have uncovered the truth. Make sure you're following me on X, formerly known as Twitter, Intl-Stacker. I often put out information, breaking news when I'm not live, so you got to check this out. But look down here. Breaking. The silver and gold slam overnight is orchestrated. See the alert from the Shanghai Futures Exchange below. Ladies and gentlemen, the silver games have begun. May the odds ever be in your favor. That's a shout out to Hunger Games. None of the fundamentals have changed, thanks to Just Dario. So Just Dario broke this. Breaking, we now have confirmation they attacked and tried to break the silver market today on the Shanghai Future Exchange. It will now restrict relevant accounts. This is the translation. So this right here, if anyone can read it, is the alert the Shanghai Futures Exchange sent out. And here's what it says. And it's February 5th right now. On February 5th, 2026, 6 groups of accounts under actual control exceeded the daily trading volume limit for relevant contracts, reaching the exchange's processing standard. The aforementioned clients' trading activities violated Article 16 of the Shanghai Futures Exchange abnormal trading behavior, what we've been seeing on the COMEX. Come on, COMEX. Management measures, and the exchange decided to take regulatory measures to restrict the opening of positions by relevant clients in the corresponding contracts. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have confirmed from the Shanghai Futures Exchange abnormal trading behavior. So just when we start to see it, that not normal in the Shanghai Futures Exchange, that not normal, what do those look like? It looks like that on the COMEX and that on the COMEX, which again are not normal. So total manipulation. But ladies and gentlemen, you can only manipulate for so long. It's like taking a beach ball and holding it down underwater. Eventually that ball's going to slip out and explode like we saw before. And if they still had complete control like they've had for 45 years, silver would still be under $20 an ounce, but it's not. We're fighting back. I'm bullish. I've got diamond claws because none of the fundamentals have changed at all in silver. None have changed at all in gold. And what do I see these slam downs as? I see them as blessings, gifts from the banksters and the COMEX so I can acquire more. The question is, who in chat has diamond claws?
Diamond claws.
And don't forget, I think it was December 16th. So about 3 months ago now, that reportedly, allegedly, JP Morgan Chase moved a big portion of their metals trading desk to Shanghai. Not Shanghai, Singapore, excuse me. Moved them to Singapore. And we were speculating at the time what was going on. Well, I think we got the answer. And as Just Dario put out there, the Shanghai Futures Exchange monitoring trading behavior that is abnormal and taking action. If only the COMEX would do the same. But ladies and gentlemen, what did we see yesterday? We saw a meeting at the highest levels. Remember, President Trump, his administration, took action not long ago. So in December, they made silver a critical metal. And then January 14th, adjusting imports of processed critical minerals and their derivative products in the United States. And then here they specifically spoke about trade floors, or price floors, excuse me. But then later we heard that was off the table. But then yesterday we saw Vice President Vance literally said, let me pull it up for you. He literally said, hold up. Let me pull up exactly so I don't mess it up. And then I'll show you that one. Here. Literally said, and just like that, price floors are back on the table. Buckle up. A preferential trade zone for critical minerals protected from external disruptions through enforceable price floors. We will establish reference prices for, it's supposed to say critical. I got spell checked to cortical, dang it. Minerals at each stage of production. So the vice president saying that, and then I broke this news yesterday. A lot of people didn't see this, but breaking, U.S. Secretary of Commerce Lutnick confirms the U.S. already has a critical mineral stockpile for the military. Remember, silver was added to the list in 2015, and that an additional stockpile for business is now being created. What do you think about this? The U.S. military and U.S. commerce are now silver stackers. I've been calling for this since August of 2025. Check out 55 seconds in the video below. And he literally says it out of his mouth. So it's not conspiracy anymore. It is fact. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, and we're going to see New York start to trade here in 3 minutes. So 3 minutes, we're going to see the volume pick up in New York. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Again, they slammed us down all the way to 73.47. We rebounded all the way up to 81.14. Currently trading at, what is that, 76.18. But here's the silver lining, guys. Here's the silver lining. This right here. This gap got filled, so I'm going to delete that gap. Yeah, delete that gap. Bang. So that gap is filled on silver. The gaps are filled on gold. It was funny. Someone yesterday said, or someone in the comments earlier said, are we filling the gap from 2024? It was so funny. But yeah, wild times, guys. Welcome to everyone on the stream. Again, the name's International Stacker. Coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart, sipping on Mrs. International Stacker coffee. Where are you at in the world, and what are you drinking? What are you sipping on? Let me know. And for those who just joined, in this video here, go to videos latest. I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and some gold this Saturday on the Make a Giveaway. You have to be subscribed to enter. Right now, I'm going to drop some links in chat so you can enter. Don't get left behind. Win some silver and gold. And by the way, just so everyone knows, we're at 62,164 subscribers. That means we're literally only 36 subscribers away from the next big show. And some say you haven't lived till you've seen a big show. And we are a minute and 30 seconds away from the market trading to pick up here in New York. What's going to happen? That's right, Copper. Don't forget to pay your... And I have more breaking news. The cork is in the mail today. Going to SGT Stacking, we are working on the silver cork to commemorate silver breaking $100 an ounce the first time we popped a bottle of champagne. I'm going to have to get another bottle of champagne here soon because I'm confident we're going back over it. So I'm going to get some silver corks made to commemorate that, but they're going to be pricey. They're going to be probably 3 ounces-ish, somewhere around there. But I'm also going to get some copper versions of the cork made, right? So if you want to get in on the festivities... but you don't want to buy a bunch of silver, there'll be some copper ones available too. So that's going to be pretty freaking fun there. And we are just 30 seconds away from New York starting to trade here. 30 seconds. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. And are the bankers going to strike back again this morning after a whole night of ridiculous attacks? And just to put it into perspective for you, look at the volume of last night. That is akin to nearly the volume of a day trade. And look, this was the normal volume overnight. These here, look at how much the volume overnight has been picking up. Look at that, look at that, look at that. So games are definitely being played as we're now on the first candle here of the trading session, 0800 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York. And there's one thing we do on this channel, guys, that some scientists say work 90% of the time, every time. That is the baby gator.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
It was massive, and look, it already took a chomp out of that candle. That looks like a spinal column hanging there. So we'll see if the baby gator actually works here this morning as we are fighting back against the big bankers on gold and silver. But the story of the day, if you guys missed it, I'm going to show it one more time. Go to my X Intl-Stacker. Just Dario broke this morning. Shanghai Future Exchange sent out information on abnormal trading behavior on 6 accounts. How much you want to bet those 6 accounts are linked to the 6 largest banks out there? How much you want to bet about that? Thank you, Stan, for subscribing. And again, make sure you enter the Mega Giveaway. It is this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Goblin will be there. Woo! Let me ask you guys, is anyone in the chat shook? Remember, months and months and months ago, I said we were going to have some intestinal fortitude for what was coming. And that was before silver was over 50. And here we are, just a handful of months later at $75 an ounce, more than double what we were 1 year ago. Silver finished up in 2025, 148.8%, gold 88.7%. In January alone, up 19.6% silver, gold up 13.2%. So we're fighting back. Now, if we look here at the CME, here is the total volume for yesterday. It actually surprised me. I thought it was going to be more than this, but it was 697 million paper ounces. So that's a total of 139,000, nearly 140,000 contracts. To put this back in perspective, this seems like not a lot because now we're conditioned and used to all these billion ounce days. But the normal before this was 60 to 80,000 contracts, and this is 140. So again, that represents 697 million fake paper ounces traded. Remember, we produce about 835 million ounces a year. We consume more than 1.2 billion with a B. So it's wild times. And guys, I am doing a dual stream this morning. I'm streaming both horizontally and vertically here on YouTube. So if you enjoy your phone better vertically, you can switch to that. If you enjoy horizontally better, you can switch to that. Horizontal is a better experience because you can see more of the charts. And the gold and silver ratio is over 60, 64.19 since this latest attack. But I'm not going to be dissuaded. I'm not going to be shaken out. And guys, this is why physical is king. This is why we stack physical silver and gold, and why I advocate for having physical silver or gold before you ever think of getting into the paper game, stocks with miners, ETFs, etc. And again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. Look, I got a silver crab right here. But that's what's so beautiful about being into physical silver and gold. You put it under a bed, you put it in a safe, you put it under a floorboard, you put it in your pet alligator, and you can just sit back and relax. This can't get margin called. This can't get emergency liquidated by a big bank. This cannot get cash settled automatically. This is literally your blood, sweat, and tears locked up in something that has been money for literally thousands of years. These are Roman silver denarius. These are Japanese gold, silver, electrum bars. Literally thousands of years. And that's why we stack physical gold and silver. Because all throughout history, the bankers told you to stack this stuff. Paper, fiat, currency. And remember, every single time a currency is not tied to physical gold and silver, it's always gone to zero 100% of the time. And as I plop down this big fat stack of Vietnam dong, I want to remind you, it got so bad in Zimbabwe, they went to $1 million notes. And on my upcoming giveaway, I'm going to be giving out a bunch of these. Then they went to $1 billion notes. And on my upcoming giveaway, I'm going to be giving out a bunch of these. And they even went to $1 trillion notes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we stack physical gold and physical silver. Who in chat's been shaken out? Ladies and gentlemen, the fundamentals have not changed. Not changed. And we are 10 minutes here from the danger zone. Remember, every morning, 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is traditionally the danger zone. I'm going to get that scene done today, I promise. I did get the video done. The coin show video is done for Prague. The Prague coin show. So I think I'm going to premiere that tomorrow. What do you guys think? Maybe we go straight from the live stream tomorrow. So I will be live streaming the market open tomorrow at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What do you guys think if tomorrow we go straight from that live stream at the end of it? I just redirect you all and then we go to that video. What do you guys think? Tagged you, Leashi's a Guardian. Check it out, says episode 1. Thank you for the $2 super chat and being a channel member. Let me check that out. And all the channel members, we had an epic night in the war room last night. We did a pretty fun mini crab raid. So we had a good time there. Let's go back here. Silver markets are quickly becoming GameStop. But you know what's interesting as well? All markets are down. Except for the Dow. The Dow rebounded yesterday, but NASDAQ was down 350. S&P was down 35. Bitcoin down 6,000. Bitcoin's under 70,000. Litecoin's down. So like, there's a lot of volatility in all markets right now. It's not just gold and silver, but the bankers are using it as an opportunity, certainly, to attack silver. War room is for nudists. That's not true. Their clothing is not optional in the war room. You must come fully clothed. Whoa, look at this. International Stacker, royalty free. Use if you like it. Let's hear. Viola's boyfriend. It's, I don't know if you can hear it, but he said Leashi's a Guardian, Crustacean Nation. That is so funny. The crustaceans are coming for the crustaceans are coming for the Shanghai Futures Exchange trading session. We shall go higher. Viola wills it. You guys, the lore on this channel is wild. Do I got any singles? Any singles in the chat looking for love? Met a girl in Poland. She's a stacker. She stacks physical gold and silver by the kilo. So you're gonna have to try to impress her. Her name is Viola. I met her inside the Germanium Mint.
Yep. What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. So channel members, you just saw that. Supposedly that's a picture of Viola's boyfriend. So you better hit the chat with your best pickup lines if you want to have a chance. And by the way, for everyone just joining, I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, some pounds of copper, and some gold. You got to be subscribed, and I'm dropping the link in chat for you to enter the mega giveaway. Mega ga. My friend is Johnny5, says Purified Water. Channel member, thank you for the support. That's funny. Need input. And we've got a BGC going on here. Channel members, we've got a BGC, if I've ever seen one. A big green candle pushing back up to 76.49 here. We are just 7 minutes away from the danger zone, so that's going to be very interesting to watch unfold. And ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at 62,184 subscribers. That means only 16 more subscribers to the next big show. Check out my last post on X. It's funny, says Joshua. All right, let's go through here and see if we're tagged in here. If you first had to bring 11% and now 15%, you don't need 10 times more capital, but 36% more. That said, putting up 15 cents of your own money and borrowing 85 cents to speculate silver is still extreme level of leverage. Big time. Guys, not a financial advisor. Do not get leveraged. The bankers will destroy you in 10 seconds and sleep fine. Not financial advice. The big bankers, guys, they will smash you. Do not get leveraged. Again, not a financial advisor, some guy on the internet that has craps. They can do this forever, says Mike. They can't. Don't fall to that sentiment, Mike. I know it's depressing. I know we've been beat down, but people were saying the same thing, saying we would never be over $20 silver again. And I was pushing, holding the line with the crustaceans, shouting from the rooftops about fundamentals. And they said the same thing at 30, then 40, then 50, then 40, then 50, then 60, 70, 80, 90, 120. Do not get dissuaded. I need you to lock in. Who's locked in? Check my last post. It's funny as heck. Okay, let's go here. Joshua Elder. Whoa. The banksters are rightfully scared. Even as a baby, it already knows the most dangerous move in the swamp. Whoa. Maybe we need to go to a baby gator death roll. Wow. Wow. Let's go back here. And we are 4 minutes and what is that? 4 minutes. 4 minutes from the danger zone. 1,800 people on the stream. Thank you so much. We're only 7 likes away from 400. I know we can do it. Keep smashing it. And guys, we are just 10 subscribers away from the next big show. If you have not seen a big show, some say you haven't lived. Drop in the link in chat. Okay, and there's some new folks here in chat. They want to know the Shanghai Futures Exchange news. Okay, I will show you again real quick. It's big. It's breaking. And this is why you got to follow me on Intl-Stacker on X, previously known as Twitter, International when it fit, INTL. But down here. So, Just Dario broke this morning. We now have confirmation they attacked and tried to break the silver market, the Shanghai Futures Exchange, today. The Shanghai Future Exchange is now will restrict the relevant accounts, translation from Chinese below. So before I show you that, look at this. Shanghai Futures Exchange, that is not normal. Shanghai Futures Exchange, that is not normal. And the Shanghai Futures Exchange has been driving the price action in silver. This was the Friday SmackDown. Remember, December 16th, was it? That allegedly JP Morgan Chase moved a big part of their gold and silver bullion trading desk to Singapore. So we had this SmackDown. We had these halts, irregular activity. We had this SmackDown. What is going on? What is going on? Well, this chart's going to start trading here in a second, but let me translate that for you. So here it is in Chinese, and this is what it says. On February 5th, today, 6 groups of, and remember, they're a day ahead of us in China, right? So that's today for us, but like probably close to yesterday for them. 6 groups of accounts under actual control exceeded the daily trading volume limit for relevant contracts, reaching the exchange's processing standard. The aforementioned clients' trading activities violated Article 16. Article 16 violation. Article 16 violation. Violated Article 16 of the Shanghai Futures Exchange abnormal trading behavior management measures, and the exchange decided to take regulatory measures to restrict the opening of positions by relevant clients. Ladies and gentlemen, it's out there. It's fact. It's in front of your face. You know what else is in front of your face? The entry to the Megaga, 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and some gold. I put the link in chat again. There's 2,000 of you. You got to subscribe if you want to enter, and we are just 5 subscribers away from 62,200 in the next big show. So make sure you're subscribed, enter that giveaway. Best way to lower your dollar cost average. And we are just right now, what is that? A minute and 30 seconds away from the danger zone. Remember, 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I always do that. So we're going to have to watch 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. Right here is the danger zone. Once we break past that, once we get to here, we are free of the danger zone. It doesn't mean they can't attack it before or after, but traditionally a lot of the big bank attacks come in the morning between 8:15 to 8:30, and we are just 50 seconds away from the danger zone. And ladies and gentlemen, we did it. It is an international giveaway. It is. It's available in parts of South America, North America, obviously Canada, majority of Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Oceania. Most of Africa is restricted. I'm sorry, just rules and regulations. Parts of Asia are available. So it's one of the most widely available giveaways on YouTube. So if you guys subscribe and support me from around the world, I want to do my best. But if you're in Antarctica, I'm sorry. Channel members, I'm going to refresh this. If it's 62,200, you know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the big show, 62,200. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the 4th annual
Big show.
Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship, featuring regional finalists from all across the United States, competing for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete. Presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champions.
Introducing the 4-time Crystal Light champion,
International Stacker.
Thank you so much. The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 4-time Crystal Light champion of the world, 1,800 videos everywhere. Just released videos in Poland. I've got a video premiering tomorrow morning. It's going to be a coin show in Prague. And again, this video right here, go to videos latest, the second to last I released. I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and some gold. So enter the mega giveaway. You got to be subscribed and put in the link in chat. Oh, come on. No Antarctica. I just bought a new iceberg condo and everything. Yeah, guys, I do it. I make the giveaways as wide as possible. Void where prohibited. YouTube is not a sponsor. I wish I could send everywhere, but I can't. But gold and silver here coming against the danger zone and saying we don't care. Look at that. We're in the danger zone, and we're starting to get a formation of a BGC, a big green candle. Thank you so much for subscribing, Randy. You are mega. And a shout out to all the members. Shout out to all the new channel members this morning. New channel members, check out your custom channel member emojis. And remember, channel members get access to channel member only live streams out here on YouTube. I do them a couple times a week, 1 or 2 times, sometimes 3. But what happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing is not optional. You must come fully clothed. But we have some fun in the war room. If you've been in the war room and had some fun, put the war room emoji in chat right now. We're going to go back over here and see if there's any more breaking news. Again, we just broke this news from Just Dario on how the Shanghai Futures Exchange detected abnormal trading behaviors, and they took action. And guys, we're 2 likes away from 500. So if you like my live streams, if you like the morning news updates, keeping you guys appraised, please smash that like button. Josh Burnett is saying International Stacker silver went straight up to find stops, then it went straight down to remind you who's in charge. Yeah, wild. The big banksters. Going down here. International Stacker, the hard truth. $80 silver last week, $80 silver today. So true. Guys, if we look back what silver was 1 year ago, silver price, February 5th, 2025. Let's look back and remember just 1 year ago. Okay, 2025, just 1 year ago. Today, silver was $32.31 with a 17-cent move, a 56-cent move here. That was huge back then. Now we get $10 moves in silver, guys, and we're not even shaking. Not even shaking. So 30, 60. So nearly 3x. 2.5, 2.5x, 2.4x from the price 1 year ago. I firmly believe we're going to be back over 100 here. Not the too distant future. Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But none of the fundamentals have changed. Zero. The only thing that's changed is the big bankers finding different ways to manipulate. Check out this channel, Inside View from China. Oh, I'm subscribed to him. Thank you for that, Snowman. I am subscribed to him. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use that. Okay, let's go back here and let's check the news. The breaking news here. And we've got, what is this? 11 more minutes here in the danger zone. 11 more minutes here in the danger zone. Remember, the big bankers traditionally attack 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Doesn't mean they can't attack before and after, but that's the traditional. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're getting the DTB formation here. I don't dare say the full name in its entirety, and when I do, only in low breath. Woo! Diamond Claws. Who's got Diamond Claws in chat? Who's got Diamond Claws? I want to do a big shout out to all the channel members and all the Diamond Claw channel members. Appreciate you all. I'm going to update this today for all the new Diamond Claw members, but thank you so much. Who in chat has Diamond Claws?
Diamond Claws.
And the best part of that scene, watch the Karen in the back. Watch her. How dare you crab dance, sir?
Diamond Claws.
Sir, how dare you crab dance? That was Burton Vlogs. He's great. I'm working on some more scenes and some more action scenes for the live stream. So we're going to get some updates here pretty soon. I think you guys are going to like them. And we're just 30 likes away from 600. So smash it. Let's get there. It's not the crab tea bag. Okay, we've got our first red candle here in the danger zone. So there's something we do on this channel that works 90% of the time, all the time, some scientists say. We discovered it on a live stream in Boca Raton, Florida, guys. I stream around the world. Not only do I stream like this stuff, like charts and breaking news, but I stream around the world. It wasn't that long ago. That was at the Great Pyramids of Giza, and you all told me to get on a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. Eshem here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow, look at the 3 pyramids, guys.
So I got distracted. There's something some scientists say that works 90% of the time, all the time, to turn a red candle green, turn a green candle into a BGC, and other fun things in the market. It's called the Baby Gator Call.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Woo! I was almost like Chubbs from Happy Gilmore with a nub. Someone's saying, what is the danger zone exactly? So every morning from 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that 15 minutes is the danger zone. That's when traditional attacks have come by the bankers on the COMEX. So we watch that with bated breath every morning to see if we're going to make it past that. And so far, we're in our second candle. These are 5-minute candles. Remember, red means selling. Red is bearish. Red is selling. People that are short selling want to see red. Green is bullish. That means it's going up in the candles. So we've got 2 candles now that are bullish. They're green in the danger zone. So that's a good news. And the other good news is we have filled every single gap that we were tracking. So that is good as well. And Sean Cross, thank you so much for the $5 super chat saying, are you in an echo chamber possibly? Seems obvious silver is headed to 40. No, I'm not in an echo chamber at all, my friend. The fundamentals have not changed. Remember, 1980 and 2011, everyone keeps saying it's going to crash like those years. We were in a silver production surplus. We've been in a silver deficit for 6+ years now. It's so bad that literally at the White House yesterday, they gathered all the ministerial folks from around the world, our different allies, to talk about critical minerals. And Vice President J.D. Vance spoke specifically of price floors and bolstering mining. It's not getting better anytime soon. We hit peak mining in 2016. Every year the production's gone down 1 to 3%. I've never been so sure of anything in my life. I've been yelling and ranting about this on YouTube since I was buying silver for $14 an ounce. So thank you for asking me if I could possibly be in an echo chamber. I appreciate that super chat and always challenging me. And I'm continually challenging myself and looking at information and analyzing things, but I do not believe I'm in an echo chamber. I believe we're in a market that's breaking free of 45 years of manipulation, a 45-year cup and handle. A 45-year cup and handle breaking out doesn't last months. It lasts longer. So I'm confident. The question is, are you? Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. I could be completely wrong. But so far, I'm happy with what silver's been doing, where it's going, where it's come from, and where we're headed to. Brody, thank you for gifting 1 International Stacker membership. That went to David S. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. That's mega. What's up, Stormy Wind? Good to see you in chat. Wars come and go, but my silver still pings the same, says the internet. Love that. And gray-haired Discoveries has been a channel member for over a month, saying Vermont has only state capital without McDonald's. Whoa! Whoa! No McDonald's. What do you guys think about that? All right, let's check out the news here on X, previously known as Twitter. Oh, here we go. Another breaking news from Shanghai. Breaking news from Just Dario. Shanghai Futures Exchange new margin requirements for precious metals starting on Monday, the 9th. That's a couple days from now. The daily price limit for listed silver futures contracts was adjusted to plus minus 20%. The margin requirement for hedging position is up to 21%, and the margin requirement for general positions is 22%. Remember, margin rate increases, also colloquially known, I can't say that word, colloquially known as margin nukes. If you want to find out more about margin nukes, go to my channel, click videos latest. Go down here to silver nuked, right here. Emergency alert, bankers slam silver hard. Can the market survive? That covers the history of margin nukes. It talks about how they worked in 1980 and 2011 and why they aren't working now. And remember, they've literally been margin nuking us over and over and over and over again for months now. And we keep going higher. So this is a margin nuke from the Shanghai Futures Exchange. So let's go ahead and put that out. But remember, margin nukes traditionally have been short-term bearish, long-term bullish. Breaking the Shanghai Future Exchange ups the margins, shaking out those with who don't have the capital to continue. Some call this a margin nuke, but I believe this is going to be long-term bullish. And guys, if you have questions for me in chat, please make sure to put at International Stacker so it's orange and pops out to me. So that's some more breaking news there. And okay, we got a question. Jeff, definitely losing strength in my diamond claws. Feels like corrupt banks can keep doing this. Again, Rob, intestinal fortitude, Rob. Intestinal fortitude. They've been doing this since silver was like $13 an ounce. And we keep pushing, we keep breaking free. It's because of the fundamentals. Deficits, 6 years plus of deficits. That's not changing overnight. Now, if all of a sudden they had 50 new mines opening up and we weren't in a deficit, I would be concerned. But I'm not. Nothing's changed. Short-term manipulation. Again, not a financial advisor, just my personal opinion. Benjamin Jammin, thank you for the 99 cent euro. Appreciate that. Super sticker. When we crab rate, I have no crab emoji. Oh, you just got to do the normal crab emoji. So here, it's this one. Let me show you. And guys, this is why it's important to put at International Stacker. It makes it orange for me. But you go down here to your emojis. You go here and you type crab. And then you simply do the standard crab emoji, that one. So that's how you get the standard crab one for crab rates. Hope that helps. Okay, this is absolutely insane. It says Global Markets Investor. A billionaire Chinese trader has built the largest net short position in silver on the Shanghai Futures Exchange, holding 450 tons or 30,000 contracts. Wow. His short position is now worth 300 million in paper gains after silver price collapsed, including losses from earlier, blah, blah, blah. Previously, he made nearly 3 billion from bullish gold bets on the Shanghai Exchange in 2022. A billionaire ramped up his silver shorts in the final week of January. So we got this billionaire in China that's shorting, but we've literally got a billionaire in the United States who's now adding, literally buying billions of ounces of fake silver. So as that billionaire shorting paper silver, David Bateman literally bought 12.69 billion ounces, you can see right here. And he just put out another tweet yesterday. He's adding millions more. So we got billionaires doing opposite things. Billionaires do what billionaires do. And Benjamin's saying, what do you think about high premiums on physical? We have $30 plus here in Europe. I'm not surprised. If you go to this channel, go to my channel, click videos latest, and go here to a video I put out a month ago. It says Silver Shortage 2026, why physical prices will explode no matter what paper says. And the premise of this video is they could smash silver down to $50 an ounce. But you're not going to be able to find cheap silver. You're going to have $30, $40, $50 premiums on this stuff. So what we will see as the manipulation continues, if they continue to manipulate it down, we will see a decoupling of the physical silver price versus the paper spot price, okay? And that's what's happening when you're in a paradigm shift, which is what I believe we're in right now. And we've got 30 seconds left in the danger zone. Then we're going to be free, and we're going to see if we complete this DTB formation here. Jimmy Reefer saying, folks just need to remember that the long game is what matters. 10 to 15 years, and they laugh looking back. Exactly. Guys, physical gold and silver is not a short-term game. If you're doing physical short-term, 90% of history, you will lose. You will lose. Physical gold and silver is a mid to longer-term thing. You got to hold it. Mine's a long-term play. I'm holding it. Thank you. I needed that pep talk. You got it, Rob. That's why you got to come here, turn on those notifications, and subscribe. And guys, we're just 40 likes away from 700. I know we can do it. And you got to subscribe because I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver in this video right here, pounds of copper, and some gold. A good way to lower your dollar cost average. I'm going to put the link in chat. Again, you got to be subscribed to enter it. The giveaway is this Saturday. This Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. The link is in chat. Click it, enter it, and you got to be subscribed. Give me that crab tea bag. Let's go, says Steven. Wow. We got some channel members dropping the hold the line emoji in chat. Everyone's saying buy the dip, but no dip in the shops. You know the best place to buy the dip, honestly, is call some shops and see, but one of the best places I've seen to buy the dip is some of the online bullion dealers. SD Bullion, etc. I'm not sponsored by them, but they have great deals. Look, you could probably get silver under spot right now from them. Look, 90% under spot. People say 90% is worthless. It's not worthless. We're in a situation right now where the refiners are backlogged, but traditionally 90% silver, some of the most recognizable silver, has a premium. So if I'm stacking silver right now, I would probably be looking to get some 90% silver under spot. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. And dimes traditionally have some better premiums to them because they're more fractional. So one of the things in my top 5 lessons video, if you go here to my channel, you click playlists, and you go down here to Are You New to Silver and Gold Stacking? The first video that plays is my top 5 mistakes video. And in this video, I talk about lessons I've learned and things I knew, wish I knew when I first started stacking. And one of them is just let the deals dictate your buys. Simply that, let the deals dictate your buys, and eventually you're going to end up with everything you wanted in the first place, and your dollar cost average is going to be much lower. So I'm still that mind frame. I let the deals dictate my buys. So right now I'm looking for stuff under spot, or I'm looking for premium silver at spot. So like this stuff right here, I picked up 11 of these at the Fun Coin Show when silver was just breaking $70. I think 70. I got these for $1 something over spot. Engelhard P-Loafs. They're premium silver. This is vintage silver. So right now I'm buying the best deals, but I'm also looking for stuff like Engelhard or some semi-numismatic coins for close to spot, because you can get that right now. Again, for me, gold and silver stacking is a long-term thing. Long-term approach. So I'm doing what I can right now to make sure I'm the most prepared for the future and helping my stack increase its value for free. What time Saturday? Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Master of HF. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Golden Eagle coin, great dealer online, typically cheaper than SD Bullion. I've purchased from them for years. Thanks, Brent. I've never heard of them. Golden Eagle coin, I'll have to check them out. Spark says, I have to go today to my LCS. Guys, LCS stands for local coin shop for those who don't know. So I will be stopping by today. I'll report back what's happening in Chicago LCS. Thank you, Sparks. Hopefully they're overwhelmed with silver so you get a good deal. Numismatic. So someone's asking in chat, what is numismatic? So numismatic is like the study of coins. So like there's two things. There's stackers and there's like numisticists, okay? So stackers, we are just stacking generally the cheapest silver we could find for as close to spot as possible to get weights. We're interested in the weights of silver, stacking it up. Cheapest dollar cost average possible. Now, a lot of this silver is not super cheap premium. A lot of this is poured silver. What you see in my set right here. This is only maybe 10, maybe 18% of my entire stack is here. It's about 1,000 ounces or 20%, something like 18, 19%, something like that. But a lot of this poured silver, I've gotten a very good deal. So a stacker is trying to buy as much of the physical silver and gold as close to spot as possible. That's volume. Volume is the want there. Numisticists look for like coins that are maybe some ancient coins that are in good condition. So something that is like rated a PCGS 70 versus a 65. They want coins in immaculate condition that have high collector value. So instead of having this 100 ounces of silver here, which at the current prices is worth like $7,000, right? Instead of having this, they might want one small little coin that's worth $7,000. You get what I'm saying? So that's the difference between a numismatist, numismatics, and just stacking. So numismatics is like the study of coins, the rare coins, in the best condition possible that carry a premium over the spot price. Now, with the current price action we're seeing, and we talked to Master Stacker about this a couple weeks ago, there are opportunities out there to get numismatic coins right now for near spot. And that is a great deal if you can get numismatic coins for near spot, because once spot stabilizes in the futures and things bounce back and move around, you're going to have a numismatic coin that you could at least hopefully get close to spot for if you had to sell it. But there's a great chance that numismatic value increases, so you could have a higher premium locked in over spot price. So that's what's called a arbitrage opportunity there. And we're seeing silver push higher. We're at 77.66 on silver for COMEX, 4,861 for gold. And Shanghai Futures Exchange is open. It gapped down. The Shanghai Futures Exchange chart is trading. We had a little baby gap down there, but it's green candles trending up. So let's see if we could get back over 100 today. Let's drag this down to 100. But even at $84, well, $84.85, that is still wow, $7 premium from east to west. So that's a $7 premium. So if someone or entities to take a bunch of silver from the west to the east, look at this emoji on this video I just put out, not emoji, the thumbnail. You see the Chinese vacuum sucking vacuum from the west to the east. That's because of the premium. So if you could take a bunch of silver and get $7, $10, $13, $15 over spot, that is a great arbitrage opportunity there. And guys, we are just one like away from 700 likes. Who's going to smash like and get good luck for 25 years to get us over that 700 mark? I really appreciate it. And again, I don't want to sound repetitive here, but I'm going to drop a link in chat. I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and some gold. I want nobody to miss it, nobody left behind, but people will miss it. But I'm putting the link in chat. The giveaway is this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got to be subscribed, so subscribe and click on that link. Enter the Mega God. You're running out of time. I don't want to alarm you, but you're running out of time for free silver and gold. Rashad is one of our favorite technical analysts here on X, formerly known as Twitter. Remember to follow me, Intl-Stacker on here. I think silver is setting up for a big move up towards the very end of February, but shakeouts are going to be extreme. Guys, remember what I've talked about. Intestinal fortitude. Shakeouts are going to be extreme. Intestinal fortitude, guys. Intestinal fortitude. Trying and violent. Easy part of a rally from 30 to 100 is behind. From now on, only investors with strong convictions, diamond claws, will manage to stay in their positions. Rest will get tired, lose interest, and likely leave towards the start of the next big run into spring of 2026. My target recent sentiment reset is 300. Whoa. Whoa. Intestinal fortitude. And thank you so much for everyone subscribing. Keep subscribing. Keep smashing that like button. We're getting close to 900 likes here. And thank you to Falsteriti. Wait, Falsteriti. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And next time I do a war room, I'll see you in a war room. Channel member only live streams here on YouTube. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Do you stack the commemorative 90% 1 ounce junk coins? I stack whatever I can and get a good deal on it. I do have a bunch of the commemoratives. I do have a bunch of 90%, guys. I think I've got close to 1,000 ounces and 90% silver. Whether it's Morgan's, Peace Dollars, Mercury Dimes is my favorite. So thank you for that question, 5G Matt. FK Scopes is saying there's a 13% VAT if you notice on the silver price in Shanghai really goes above 13%. Not much anyway. Okay, so if I understand you, FK Scopes, there's a little bit of misinformation out there. This price does not include the VAT price. So whatever the price of silver is in Shanghai, currently it's at $85.15. If you were to go there and buy that in public, there would be a premium added to that, a couple bucks worth, sometimes more. And then the 13% VAT tax is added on top of that. So the spot price in Shanghai, Shanghai Futures Exchange, Shanghai Gold Exchange, does not include the premium. It does not include the VAT. So that's something that we've been working to dispel for a while on the interwebs here. Okay, let me go back to here. We've got 2,000 people on the live stream, only 70 likes away from 900. I know we can certainly do that. Keep smashing. So this is what we talked about earlier, the COMEX, their data. So yesterday we traded about 697 million fake paper ounces of silver. And again, that seems like nothing when you're like looking at this chart, but remember we had 6 billion ounce days in a row. Yesterday was 751 million. Totally crooked, totally manipulated. And we are finishing off the week, but I just wanted to review the watch out situations for the week that I gave at the beginning of the week. So here are the watch out situations. The government shutdown, we got that taken care of. I'm pretty sure the government's back open, right? The government opened back up. I think we did. But remember, with the government shutdown, you might have lack of reporting, which could be big on the stock market. With different reports, could cause issues there, which could bleed over into gold and silver. So keep an eye on that. Geopolitical risks, so escalating tensions. Guys, just yesterday or the day before, the United States shot down a drone coming from Iran to our one of our aircraft carriers there with the F-35. Also, too, some Iranian speedboats, fast boats, tried to take over one of our flagship oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. So we've got issues like that going on. We've got issues with Russia. So geopolitical risks and tension. Tomorrow, the PCE inflation data is announced. So tomorrow that comes out. That's a core Fed metric. So if it's hotter than expected or colder than expected, that could have a knock-on effect on silver and gold. And then also today, the FOMC minutes are released. So remember, we saw the speech by Jerome Powell, but sometimes the minutes tell a different story. They can be more hawkish or more dovish, which could drive up or drive down the U.S. dollar strength. And as the U.S. dollar strength goes down, gold and silver inversely gets positive momentum to the upside and vice versa there. But again, I'm so bullish on gold and silver because of the fundamentals of silver and the thousands of years of history. You travel back in Roman time right now and you can spend this silver and buy things. I can spend this today. I'd have to sell it first and buy things. There's no other asset in the world that you can travel in time thousands of years and be able to use it to lock up value. And then also too, this is for next week, but I want to start putting it out now. The COMEX is releasing the 100-ounce silver contract February 9th. So it's a new, smaller contract. So remember, on the Shanghai COMEX, if you go to specifications here, every contract on the COMEX is 5,000 ounces, and you only have to put up like 50, 60,000 of that right now. It changes, it scales, so I don't have an exact number. It changes as the price of silver changes. But think about $50,000-ish you got to put up right now for 5,000 ounces of silver. You're responsible for the whole thing. So if you get a margin called or something sells, you're responsible for the whole thing here. So remember, that is a good faith deposit. So you're responsible for the whole thing. That's crazy. So they're doing 100 ounces contract launching February 9th. And I think that is an attempt to get you out of retail, out of stacking physical metals. I think that's one aspect of it, to try to get you into paper derivatives that are fully controlled. And two, remember, that can't be settled with silver. On the COMEX, all these contracts are supposed to be able to be settled with silver. Certain qualified traders can demand delivery. You can't do that with the 100-ouncer. So I believe that's to suck demand out of the physical and try to control the market more. We'll see what happens. So they are storing 100-ounce bars. Are these contracts fakes? No, they're not 100-ounce bars, the House GT. They're 1,000-ounce bars. So they're supposed to have the silver in the vaults to cover it. They don't have all the silver to cover it. If you follow me on X, previously known as Twitter, I often retweet a lot of the information that comes out that shows how much silver is actually in their vaults. And this is something that's big that's happening here in March, okay? So March of this year, here on the CME group, is one of the largest delivery months of the year. January is not traditionally a large delivery month, but this January was 5 times higher than last year's. February is not traditionally a delivery month, but it's skyrocketing. So March is the big one. That's when the industrial players come in and they order millions and millions of ounces of 1,000-ounce bars of silver from the COMEX. And when it leaves, it never comes back. It drains. So when all the silver is gone, what's the COMEX going to do? There's an emergency thing they can do for wars or major catastrophes. It's called a force majeure, where they can just settle people out on the paper price of silver at that time in the market. So they could literally slam down the price and then force majeure, pay these traders in cash only. So a lot of people are wondering if that's what's going to happen in March. It could not. So are the bars of silver fake? No. Do they have bars of silver? Yes, millions of ounces. Do they have enough silver to cover all this silver that's traded every single day? No, they do not. And that's public data. And is widely available on X. They're definitely not giving up. They're definitely not giving up that smoke and treasures. Bankers will never give up. Remember, even injured animals, when they're injured, they're the most dangerous. And guys, if you just joined me, the name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. We are at 62,255 subscribers. That means only 45 more subscribers until the next big show. And I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and gold this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have to be subscribed and entered to the Mega Goss, so I'm dropping that link in chat right now. And we are only 80 likes away from 1,000 likes on this stream. I know we can do it. I know we can get there. Let's go over here to X, previously known as Twitter, and see what you guys are saying. The nation states for the slam. Price discovery is dead. Not even. Not even, Aaron. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's alive and well, my friend. Not financial advice. Don't lose faith, Aaron. International, look at the time I posted. Here it is. So Oki Sooner saying, look at the time I posted this. I think yesterday or day or two, just seeing the resistance. It was way ahead of us, rejected us, still stacking. Gotta get over the 93 resistance. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't. And the bankers helped it not to. We got some crabs here from Diamond Dave saying, yes, let's go. We got Dara Loose with the crabs in chat as well, or on X. Look at this. Diamond Claw says, John, look at this setup. So John is checking the charts. You got Morgan silver dollars here. That looks to be maybe 8 or 10 in each stack. So 10, 20, so possibly 30 Morgan silver dollars there. So remember, a Morgan silver dollars is 0.7734, 0.7734 silver. If that's 30 Morgan silver dollars there, he has right there 23.202 ounces of silver. And if you times that by the current silver spot price of 76.41, right there, those three stacks that don't look that big is $1,772 of just the silver, and it's guarded by Batman and a Stormtrooper. Love it. Who else has diamond claws? Go back to the charts here. Spot price does not reflect the physical need price of the metal. 100%, Jahan. Spot price does not reflect the physical need, and it is fully manipulated. And we're seeing that play out in real time. We put all kinds of evidence on this channel and online, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue, but we're going to keep pushing. Will 100-ounce futures allow LCS local coin shops better to manage liquidity? I'm not sure how the hedging is going to work on that, Zach. So for those who don't know, local coin shops, say they buy $100,000 of silver. Traditionally, what they would do is called hedging. They would take out a $100,000 in shorts. So if the market goes up, their physical stock becomes worth more, and it accounts for the short position. If the price goes down, the short makes them the cash back to account for that position. But shops can't hedge right now like they were. That used to be their security, but the hedging mechanism has kind of failed. So shops are having problems hedging right now. So maybe that could help, possibly. But it's something the big banks are instituting through the COMEX. Some call it the CRIMEX, allegedly. So it could be. Hopefully something good comes out of it, but we'll see. What is the Shanghai price on silver is being asked by Nitro Burp. Currently trading at $85.68. And remember, they did put it out an emergency note this morning. Let me show it to you guys for everyone that's just joining who thinks that manipulation is just conspiracy talk. So just Dario broke this morning. I put this out. Oh, not that one. It's this one. Breaking, we now have confirmation they attacked and tried to break silver market at the Shanghai Futures Exchange today. Shanghai Future Exchange is now will restrict relevant accounts. Translation from Chinese below. On February 5th, 6 groups of accounts under control exceeded the daily trading volume limit for relevant contracts, reaching the exchange's processing standard. The aforementioned clients or trading activities violated Article 16 of the Shanghai Futures Exchange abnormal trading behavior management measures. And the exchange decided to take regulatory action to restrict opening of positions by the relevant clients. So what you saw right here triggered that emergency message there and restrictions. So we'll see if we can build back up here this morning. As we're trading $76.10 on silver, and we're trading $4,836 on gold. Caution, bear pennant forming, and need to break 78 soon, says Stripper Monkey. So Stripper Monkey saying, alert, we need to break 78 soon, or he fears there could be a bull pennant forming. So let's put a marker right there. And let's change it to yellow. Okay, let's go back to here. How do you guys type so well with claws? That's a good question, T21 Stacking. How do we type so well with crab claws? Let's make sure we miss nothing else here. Not good for infinite shorts. Exactly. So see, MBA Economics responded to me that I believe this is long-term bullish, and he agrees because it's not good for the infinite shorts. So these margin nukes of late have actually been more detrimental to short positions than long positions. Remember, short positions are betting against the market, wanting it to go down. Long positions, bullish, wants the market to go up. Keith is saying you have to check out their silver to VO ratio on your tube. Silver to VO? I'm not sure what that means, Keith. Silver to VO. Oh, I think you mean silver to cow ratio. I have seen that. I have seen that video, silver to cow ratio. The same guy did the silver to sheep ratio, and I think gold to cow. Why I think T, because it will shake out. Currently, it's more detrimental to, I'll fix it, short positions. Just shouted you out live on YouTube. Bang. Your silver, our silver, my silver. Okay, let's go back over to here. Let's go back to the charts. And Donna's saying the gurus at Georgia Magazine posted this. The primary driver is the US dollar. The robust dollar we have been tracking has officially turned into a wrecking ball. Let's check out the DXY. Let's see how the US dollar is doing here. Boop. Eesh. I guess they mean a wrecking ball to the downside for the US dollar. Is that what they mean? We're currently at 97.66 on the DXY. We are in a bit of an uptrend here, though, to be fair. So the DXY is on an uptrend. Traditionally, when the US dollar goes down, it's bullish for gold and silver. When it goes up, it's a little bearish for gold and silver. But again, we have what we're seeing here. Again, is fundamental price discovery, I believe. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. Trying to see if I got any more information. Look at this, guys. So as people are telling you it's over, this is the line at ABC Bullion in Sydney. And I'm planning a trip here. Probably my next international trip with you guys is going to be to Australia. I think Master Stacker's coming with me. And there's still lines. People wanting to buy gold and silver. Wow. 2,100 people on the live stream. Thank you so much. We're only 30 likes away from 1,000. I know we could get there. And if you want to see a big show, we are currently at 62,263. That means 37 more subscribers till the next big show. And you got to be subscribed anyway for my mega giveaway. Giving away 25 ounces of silver, some copper, and some pounds of copper, actually, and some gold. I'm putting the link in chat. All right, guys, you have questions, put it in chat. I'm going to like look purely at chat right now and try to answer as many questions as I can. Thank you for everyone for joining this morning. What questions do you have? Now, the big catalyst here, guys, in 35 minutes, the next big catalyst is when the stock market opens. Is the stock market going lower? Everything was in the red yesterday except the Dow Jones actually finished green, but it was in the red the majority of the day. And for those people into cryptos, Bitcoin is under 69,000, or it's at 69,369. So it's headed lower, possibly below 69,000. Why are your live streams the best thing on YouTube? I must know. Thank you, Crispy Bacon Jr. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And Jolene saying, smash that like button. Yes, thank you so much. When are we going to prosecute the manipulators? Eventually. Eventually. And guys, for those who thinks this is all conspiracy talk and they aren't manipulating, why did JP Morgan Chase pay $920 million fine for spoofing in 2020? 2 of their bankers went to jail. Why did Barclays pay 2.4? Why did Citigroup pay 925? Why did RBS pay 395? Why did UBS pay a bunch of money? Why did Bank of America pay 205 million? Why did HSBC pay 216 million pounds? Why have all these big banks paid fines? What's the silver shorts? Harry Stagger says, what is the beep to silver ratio? I cannot answer that question. What's the ramifications of U.S.-Iran conflicts heating up? More uncertainty. So traditionally, when you see big geopolitical events happen, wars, attacks, strife, that is a big driver to gold and silver. Traditionally, gold and silver are a place people flee to with their capital when it's an uncertain time. So that would be bullish. So the more geopolitical turmoil going around the world, the better that is for gold and silver traditionally. Master of HF saying, due to inflation, do you think it would be wise to take fraction of my retirement and invest it in silver? Master of HF, that depends on what your retirement is, what you have coming in. I mean, you could email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com and give me a little bit more information. I can give you my opinion. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. But if you want to send me a little bit more information, please do. But it depends on what your retirement looks like. If you've got retirement right now, it's like giving you cash every month and you're in extremely stable funds. How much gold and silver do you have currently? Like, there's a lot of questions to be had there. So email me. I can answer that better. Rick Harrison saying, what's the best form to stack for liquidity? Rounds, bars, 90%. If one needs to unload quickly at an LCS, the best thing ever is American Silver Eagles. I'm sneezing. Wow. 3 sneezes in a row. I've got an American Silver Eagle floating around in here somewhere, but this is your most liquid. Traditionally, in times of strife, this is what people want. So American Silver Eagles, American Gold Eagles, American Gold Buffaloes, those are your most liquid. But it's best to get these when there's not a big premium on them. Right now, if you can find good deals, the most liquid would be American Silver Eagles. Is it the most fun? No. I love this stuff. I love physical silver, poured silver, all like the semi-numismatics. I love it. But the most liquid and easiest to get rid of, and the stuff you'll have the least amount of attachment to, is going to be American Silver Eagles. So if you can find a good deal on that, everyone's always buying American Silver Eagles, even now. El Cibene in Key West says tomorrow. I love El Cibene. I love El Cibene. It's a great restaurant. See what else you guys are saying here. Good morning, SoFlo. Good to see you. Oh, Littlefoot's here. I want to check Littlefoot. Where is Littlefoot at? He is so close to getting monetized, guys. And normally I never ask you guys to subscribe to people because I don't know all their videos. I don't know what they're about, okay? But when we do crab raids, we usually like a video and we put a bunch of crabs in chat. And again, normally I don't say go subscribe to someone without like watching all their videos and knowing exactly what they're about. But I've watched a couple of Littlefoot's videos. They're pretty cool stuff. He's got a cool intro. It's literally a Yeti. And he is so close to being monetized on YouTube. And as a creator, that is such a big deal. He's probably been working on this channel probably for years. Yeah, 2012 to get to this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we do this right now? A little mini crab raid. Can we get Littlefoot to a 1,000 subscribers? I'm going to put the link in chat. Let's see if we can do it. Get him monetized. Reward him for all those videos he spent years making. Okay, guys, and I've got a crisis right now. My coffee cup is empty. I'm about to Raptor run. I'll be back in 30 seconds. 30 seconds, I'll be right back. I'm going to Raptor run and fill up this coffee cup. Let's see if we can get him to 1,000 by the time I'm back. I'll be right back in 30 seconds. Somebody time me. I'm Raptor running right now. I'm back. What was my time? Let's see if we got him there. Let's see what we got him there. 6 away. Guys, he's 6 away from being monetized. 6 away. I know we can do it for Littlefoot. 6 away. We did it for Littlefoot! Congratulations, Littlefoot! Congratulations, Littlefoot. Congratulations. Your 342 videos got you to this point. Congratulations. Welcome to the 1,000 Club. I hope your channel continues to grow. I know how it is being a small creator. I believe it took me a year and 100-ish videos to get to my first 100 subscribers. It was a feat that I overcame. It hardened me for YouTube. YouTube is not easy. Not easy. So congratulations, Littlefoot. So happy you got there. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we got you a little over, so you're good. Congratulations. And the attacks on silver and gold continue. So here's what I commit. I will be here for the next 28 minutes because I'm going to get you guys to the stock market open. So the stock market was down yesterday, everything except the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones was down for a big part of the day. So I'm going to stick with you guys here live. We're going to see what happens when the market opens and how it's going to react and how that will affect the gold and silver. So I commit to doing that with y'all here. Who's with me? Who's going to stick around? Put some crabs in chat. Smash that like button. We're only 40 away from 1,100. Woo! Congratulations, little Bigfoot. I know how big of a deal it was for me when I broke 1,000. We got your boy there. Is it Luke Coins? Luke Coins? We got your boy there. And on the channel, he was so happy. We crab rated his live stream, got him over 1,000. He shouted out little Bigfoot. That helped him get his channel started. So I'm like, dude, we got to get little Bigfoot there as well. So we did it. Thank you so much, everybody. You are all mega. Little Bigfoot, here's the question. Are you a crustacean for life? I hope the answer is yes. We'll see. Okay, let's go here. Let's see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter. The QQQ indicates a sharp correction to the upside for broad markets, including silver. So, guys, for those folks out there that don't know what the QQQ is, the QQQ is the top 100 companies on the NASDAQ, and it basically takes like one share proportionally from each of the 100 companies of the NASDAQ. So that's what the QQQ is. So we'll see. TT is saying the QQQ indicates a sharp correction to the upside for broad markets, including silver. So we're going to see the QQQ start to move here in 26 minutes. So we'll see if that comes true. Thank you for that message, TT. Jim is saying Trump's critical mineral stockpiles. Okay. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Caroline Leavitt, that's the press secretary, says Trump's critical mineral stockpile is long past due. Wow. As the bankers slam silver and the MSM tells you it's over, and randos on X tell you it's crashing, the White House is... I'll fix it. As the bankers slam silver and the MSM tells you it's over and randos on X tell you it's crashing, the White House is literally stockpiling it. What a wild time to be alive. Wow. And thank you so much to BC and Rob for the $5 super chat saying, let me switch this back to the chart here, saying silver 70.63 on 12/31/25, silver 77.10 on 12/25/26, 9% year to date versus the TQQQ 52 negative 7.8%. Tech stocks are dumping. Metals looking good, says BC and Rob. Thank you for that super chat, Rob, and that update there. Someone's saying there's a gap at 71.26. Okay, let's look. 71.26 to 71.27. 71.26 to 71.27. Yeah, the good news about all these attacks is that we filled every gap on the way down. Yeah. There is a gap here I missed. Let's mark it. Now, the rule is all gaps must be filled, but traditionally, like, that's not always true. 95% of the time it's true. It's technically from here, but I'm going to mark it from where the candle gapped just so we know. We got a bit of a gap here as well. A little baby gap. Not talking about the clothing store. Okay. So we got a couple gaps. Maybe we'll fill them. Maybe we won't. Okay, zoom back here. But we got it marked in case. Just in case. International Stacker is a godsend. Thank you, Silver Cat Woman. Appreciate that. I thought there was a gap from 67 to 68. I'll have to go look. I'll do that off air. When I zoom in that much, it just really messes up the charts for you guys. So right now, trading at 75.10 on silver. 48.43 on gold. And Shanghai Futures Exchange, 84.17. And gold to silver ratio, 64.13 to 1. And we've got 22 minutes left until the stock market opens, guys. What is going to happen when the stock market opens? That is the question. If you're asking me a question, make sure you put at International Stacker so it makes it orange for me. Let me show you guys. When you do at International Stacker, it makes it orange like that. And it shows me, I can see out of the corner of my eye, I know there's a question. If it's just regular chat like this, it does not jump out to me. So if you're trying to ask me something, put that in like that. And someone's saying it was on 1/1/26. I'll check that later when I'm off air, but thank you for flagging that. What's the current arbitrage east to west? Well, let's see. Currently trading at $84. We'll just round it. So we'll just say $84 there. 84. And we'll round it to 75. 75, that gives us $9. $9 arbitrage east to west. So it would not be average everyday people doing this. Well, they could on a small scale, but they'll probably get caught in customs if they've got a lot of silver coming in. But it's going to be your big institutional players, governmental, quasi-governmental agencies playing the arbitrage game for the Chinese government. And again, I put on this video about the Chinese government and silver. I said $200 silver is real. I still stand behind that. China's hoarding silver. Here's why. So go watch that video. And you're going to want to watch this one There's 1,900 people in the chat right now. I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, some gold, and copper. I'm going to put the link in chat. You got to be subscribed. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at 62,280, so only 20 more subscribers till the next big show. Some say you haven't lived until you've seen a big show, so the link is in chat. Make sure you enter the mega giveaway. And we're only 11 likes away from 1,100. I know we could get there. And Stacker, Stackleton. I like that. Their name is Stacker, Stackleton. That reminds me of when I say Slammy McSlammerson, so I like that. Do you think the U.S. government allows spoofing so it could buy lower? Do you think they will put a price floor low to profit more and forget about Stacker's feelings? So first off, I'll tell you the banks and the U.S. government do not care one bit about Stacker's feelings, so just take that out of it. Could the government perhaps let prices get smashed down so they could acquire and put it into their stockpile for much cheaper? Yeah, they could. Are the price floors going to be extremely low? I don't think so, and here's why. Traditionally, a lot of the refining of silver and other critical minerals is done overseas. So for silver, China refines something like close to 70% of the world's silver. So it's always been cheaper in recent time for us to send the silver overseas, get it refined and get it back than to really build the infrastructure here. And that's why our local infrastructure here is so overwhelmed with the glut of silver. That's why. So the whole point of price floors is to make the metal always worth, or mineral always worth a certain amount, to make it worthwhile for American companies to build smelters, to build refineries, etc. here. And remember, the DoD has just started to partially fund a smelting project in Tennessee. So the whole point of price floors is to bring refiners and smelters here to the United States to make it profitable for them and to protect against what would happen is you'd have a new mining deal announced. This new mine's going to open. We're going to open this new refinery. And then you'd have China or other countries all of a sudden flood the market with that same material very cheap. And then that deal would fall through. It wouldn't happen. And then they would jack the prices up. So price floors prevent that. They prevent attacks from crashing deals and different projects here in the United States and other countries around the world. But they would also make it worth enough money to make it economically viable for companies to start building in the United States. So that's why I don't think price floors are going to be negative, if that makes sense. And we got another question. Thank you so much, Alpha Wolf Paul, for the $5 Australian. Guys, my next trip might be to Australia and New Zealand. If you think I need to do that, put Aussie in chat right now. International Stacker, hey man, did you see my response to your tweet? It was regarding the Aussie and bullion statement website. I add you. Okay, let's see. Thank you for that super chat. Let's see. And this is from T. It's always long and will likely add more today. They can only play these games for so long. Eventually, the physical demand will be so strong, price will be irrelevant. Thanks for the shout out. Totally agree. Say less. That's funny. Okay, Danny Ward is saying, is the East complicit in the smashdown to expedite the transfer from the West? I don't think so. I mean, possibly, but I think these are Western forces at play, the same ones that have been manipulating the market. So could some elements in China be complicit in this to smash it down so they could get it for cheaper there? Yeah, I think possibly, but I do believe this is mostly Western influence. Thank you for that, Danny. If the government's stacking, so am I, says Diamond Dave. And Diamond Dave, I have a feeling, has diamond claws. International Stacker, do we have extradition from Singapore? All crooks from JP Morgan are there? Yeah. If somebody actually got tried by the Department of Justice and they were in Singapore, yeah, they would be extradited. China, maybe not. The Chinese government might block that, but Singapore, yeah, they'd be extradited. International Stacker says variable. I truly believe when Q told us watch the water, he was telling us in code to watch the silver. You know, I'm not big into the whole Q movement. Not. Some of you might like that. Some of you might not. I'm not. I like to read the tea leaves of what's in front of me. And that's what I do on this channel. I cover what I can prove, what I can show with empirical evidence and data. I'm trying to bring you guys the straightest shot ever. So I appreciate the comment variable. I appreciate what you believe. We all have the right to believe what we believe, but I've just never gotten deep into that. Alpha, here we finally got to Alpha saying, not sure if you saw this one, but this is actually crazy. Never seen this before. Okay, so let's see what he's talking about here. An Australian shop usually always has stock on this website. City gold bullion update. Retail sales temporarily suspended due to global silver shortage. In the United States, they're telling you there's no shortage, but global silver shortage. We heard the same thing from, what's his name? Clive Thompson on YouTube, great creator. He's in England. He reported that Switzerland's completely out of silver and gold. So we're seeing shortages everywhere. Thank you so much for that, Alpha. Alert. More reports of silver and and gold shortages worldwide. Here we go. Bam. And you know, since it's an alert, we got to put the emoji there. Come on, we got to boop. Bam. Okay, let's go back to questions here in chat. DHE777, they will have to at least price floor near China spot to keep silver in the U.S. It's a national security issue. I mean, that's a good thought process. I'd have to think that through more. But just off the top of my head, that sounds about right, DHE. If it's too low, you'll have an arbitrage. You'll have an actual sucking of silver. But that's a price floor. It's not a price top. So they could set a price floor and then price just stays well above that floor. The price floor just guarantees a business, if they're going to spend years building a plant or something, that it's going to be economically viable in the future. So I think that your thought process there is on par, but I don't know if it's going to pan out once we actually see what happens and what the price of silver. Now, do we know for sure they're going to do a price floor for silver? No. But out of the vice president's mouth, they said they were going to be doing them for critical minerals. So more to come does not mean it's guaranteed. The government doesn't care what we pay. Totally true. Guys, Blue Collar Stacker's in a chat. He's a creator as well. I met him at the Fun Coin Show. Here's his channel. And I just popped in the mail today because I had run out of crab coins. So when you meet me in person, you caught the King Crab Challenge coin. And he caught me at the Fun Coin Show, but I was out. I handed out like 40 of those at the Fun Coin Show. It was crazy. So that's Blue Collar. Check him out. Check him out. Let's see here. Got that. Okay. Portagusi is saying, for the past few days, silver has swung down to the mid or low 70s, but closed the mid to low 80s. I'm going to go out on a limb here and bet silver will close today at 84, above 84. Guys, if you agree with Portagusi, put 84 in chat. Let's see what you guys think. Oh, Clive Thompson lives in Switzerland for many decades. Lost his English accent. Or lived. Thanks, Viv B. I was not aware that he lived or lives. Does he still live in Switzerland? That's interesting there. And thank you so much, Dwayne's World, for gifting 5 International Stacker memberships. And those went to... Sorry, I got to take a sip here. Those went to Cat, Alpha, Wolfpaul. Good job, Alpha. You just got one. Juliet, Jordan's, World, and Nadia. You just got free International Stacker memberships. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And the next time I have a war room, I'll see you in the war room. It's a channel member only live stream. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing is not optional. Did the Shanghai Future Exchange halt trading during the Smashdown, says Craig. Yeah. And guys, I called it here live on air. And at first people were saying it was a holiday or something else, but they suspended trading on Friday. Sunday evening, they never opened. It was suspended. Now, was it 100% suspended? No. They had some major guardrails on it, so there's minor activity going on. But look at this. If you're in the medical profession, that's asystole. You can't even shock that with what are those things called? Defibrillator. You can't even shock that. Okay. And then again, the next day, Monday morning, started to trade, and then bang, had a major gap down, and they suspended it again, and then again and again. So yeah, there was some major stuff going on. Don't sneeze. It's been red since then. Whoa. Master Stacker's in chat, guys. Master Stacker, and he's telling me not to sneeze. Whoa. I made you into Morpheus, says the Soul Keeper. Woo. And guys, we're going to be here for at least the next 10 minutes. The next warning point here in the next 10 minutes. The U.S. stock market's going to open in 10 minutes, and it has been down. Had a down day yesterday, but the Dow Jones did push back and go higher on the day, but everything else is red, including Bitcoin, currently trading at 69,400. So let's see what happens when the stock market opens, and if that has an effect at all here with gold or silver. I should have sold the boat at 115. I knew it, says Timber Tramp. Stay the course. Hold the line, Timber. Don't lose faith now. Don't lose faith now. If you're new to this, I know it's easy to get disheartened and dissuade. I've been in this since $13 an ounce, screaming from the rooftops. Master Stacker was like $4 an ounce. And we've had many beatdowns and bruisings along the time, but we stayed the course, and look where we're at now. I truly believe, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet, we'll be back over 100, and not the too distant future here. And we are just 55 likes away from 1,200. Thank you so much. And for those who don't know, I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and some gold on the upcoming mega giveaway. You got to be subscribed for that, and I'm going to drop the link in chat. So make sure you click that link and subscribe. And we are literally 7 subscribers away from 62,300, the next big show. Some say if you haven't seen the big show, you haven't lived. Who wants to see a big show? Let me know in chat right now. And Chris in chat is saying 150 by March. Whoa. I think March is going to be a very dangerous month because that's the biggest delivery month for the COMEX. So after March, I think they're still going to be manipulating, but March is going to be a wild month, guys. And remember, $10 swings in silver is not a big deal anymore. That's what we do now. How will the Lunar New Year holiday affect things? It's going to affect things. China's going to be shut down for over a week. So we'll see what the bankers do while they're enjoying their holidays. Variable says, you are getting 1,000 subs per week. Yeah, even quicker, Variable. I've gotten 1,000 subs in a day a few times so far in the last couple weeks. So, and that's because of you guys. That's every time you smash the like button. We're only 25 likes away from 1,200. Every time you share the stream, every time you share the channel, you're literally like the gold and silver Paul Revere. That's an American revolutionary hero who rode the streets, rode to towns and cities warning that the British were invading. And he was also a silversmith, by the way. But you are literally the gold and silver Paul Revere riding the streets of the internet, warning of the big bankers' plan, helping people to prepare themselves, protect themselves and their family. The Soul Keeper says he's getting too popular. He can't read everything. If you've got something you want me to read, make sure you tag it at International Stacker in chat. It goes so quick. That turns it orange for me, and then I can address it. And Silver Pug in chat says, who misses Viola? She is special. Whoa, who misses Viola?
Yep. What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. She stacks silver, gold, and copper. Can you impress her? That's the question. And Rob in chat saying, not a silver question, but I want to flag this channel out of spite because you wake up every morning in the Keys. This New Yorker isn't. Hashtag jealous. So sorry. I'm so sorry, Rob. But you know what, Rob? If you ever make it down here, make sure to email me. If any of you ever come to the Keys, email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. We can arrange a meetup, and you can get yourself a You Caught the King Crab coin. You can only get that if you catch me in person. So if you come down here, Rob, that offer is on the table. Molamika is saying that Gareth Soloway says, could silver hit 54? I mean, silver could hit anything they want it to hit, but the question is, will it stay there? And that's why I believe that we broke out of the manipulation that people told me would never pass 20 again, and here we are. It's like a beach ball holding it underwater. Now, if we weren't in a 6-year physical deficit, of silver, if we weren't consuming 102 billion ounces a year, but only producing 835 million, if we hadn't hit peak mining in 2016 and every year decreased 1 to 3% since then, I would be more concerned, right? But can we hit 54? We can hit whatever they want us to hit because they can trade infinite amount of fake silver. But can they hold it there? Again, it's like holding a beach ball underwater, an inflatable beach ball. Eventually, it's going to pop back up. And that's what we saw in that crazy run to 120. And then they smack us down. They've been smacking us down billions of papers of ounces. And we're still at 74, more than 2 times what we were trading for just a year ago. So I hope that helps. Honestly, this is one of my favorite streams lately. You deserve all the subs. Thank you, Alpha Wolfpaw. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy you got one of those memberships, especially because you just asked a question on X. So that's fun. Not so okay. I covered that. Guys, we've got 4 minutes here until the market opens. If you're not a baby gator, you're baby gator bait. Whoa, Jimmy. Whoa. Jimmy's getting wild over here. He wants the baby gator.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa! Whoa! What was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Guys, you were having me like do some baby gator call to summon an alligator, and literally a giant iguana jumped, and I literally got a shot of adrenaline that was crazy. I thought for a second I was about to get death rolled by a gator. And Jolene in chat is saying true silver price shows up in the price of American Silver Eagles, selling at 15 to 20% premium over spot at $74.50. Physical 88 to 90. Yeah, and guys, if you go to my channel, click videos and latest, go to here. Silver shortage 2026, why physical prices will explode no matter what paper says. This is about that. I literally say in this video they could smash us down to $50 an hour, but that I don't believe you'll be able to get silver that cheap because we'll see a decoupling of the actual premium over spot for silver from the paper spot price. So if they smash it down to 50, like the last person was asking, I believe that the prices will be completely decoupled and you're going to see 20, 30, 40, $50 premiums depending on what the silver is. Can you spell a violated without viola? Oh my gosh, Variable. What do you think about the price floors for critical miners? Discard if already. I did discuss it, Reckless Metals, but really quick, it's bullish. And here's the whole premise here. Remember, China refines about 70% of the world's silver. Okay, and what have we done here in the United States over the past years? We've literally offshored everything. Stuff all gets made in China, Vietnam, other countries because it's cheaper. So what a price. Now, I'm not saying I agree with price floors. I'm not saying I'm doing that, but I'm saying why I think it's bullish for silver and why I think it's exciting. The whole point of price floors is to guarantee a certain price so companies have, it makes financial sense. So for instance, why is our infrastructure for refineries overwhelmed right now in the United States? It's because most of the entities send overseas to China and other places to have it refined and send back. Traditionally, in the United States, it's not been monetarily advantageous enough for companies to invest millions and millions of dollars in new smelters and refineries, right, across the country. So by instituting a price floor, it's not a price limit, a price floor. So it says no matter what, silver will always be worth X. Uranium will always be worth X. So what that does is it gives those companies the financial incentive, knowing it's always going to be at least that, to invest millions or billions of dollars in refineries, smelters, etc., to open it here in the United States. So that guarantees that, and that's going to shift a lot of the manufacturing factories, those types of things back here. And the tariffs and other things are designed to do that as well. We offshored a lot of our production capabilities here in the United States years and years and years ago. Totally disgusting, in my opinion. Detroit was decimated, used to be one of the big car makers in the world. Decimated. A lot of our manufacturing, steel production, a lot of our stuff has been decimated. So although not saying I'm a proponent of like going against the free market system, when we're being attacked by other countries, is that really a free market system? When we have a brand new deal for, say, a uranium refinery and mining entity, and they make the deal, they announce it, and then like other countries all of a sudden flood the market with uranium, and it drops it to a price that's so low that that deal falls through. That's manipulation. That's attack. So I think that's a different thing. So price floors, I believe, are going to be bullish. Now, they said for critical minerals, of which silver is a part of it, but it doesn't guarantee that silver will get a price floor. I hope it does, because we need this infrastructure in the United States. We need the refineries. We need the smelters. And don't forget, the DOD just invested. Let me bring that up. DOD smelter, Tennessee. Let's bring that up. And this is from tn.gov, so that's a pretty good source. Korean Zinc selects Tennessee for first U.S. operations, announces $6.6 billion investment. Is this the one with the DOD? Let me see. DOD. I'm wondering if this is the one with the DOD or not. Okay, so here's one investment, but I'm looking for a smelter with DOD and behind it. Yeah. Okay, so Korea Zinc is constructing a $6.6 to $7.5 billion integrated critical minerals smelter in Clarksville, Tennessee, with site preparation starting in 2026, operations expected by 2029, backed by the Department of Defense and the Department of Commerce. So, like, there you go. There you go. Okay, let's see if there's more questions here. Sorry, I went off at a tangent there. Someone was asking, I buy a lot of American Silver Eagles on one knot. I will tell you from experience, they sell for at 100 to 130 constantly with cameos and proofs, bringing even more premium. Thank you for that, Stackerton. What do you think will happen to the price once the supply deficit is fixed? It would go down, but we're in a 6-year plus deficit. And the demand is exponentially increasing because it's the best conductor of electricity, most reflective metal, best thermodynamic properties. It takes 10 to 15 years for new mines to come on, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. And by that time those new mines come on, is that even going to be enough for the demand of then? Silver is huge for space exploration, going to other planets. The demand is only going to exponentially increase. So if the supply deficit was fixed right now, I would not be as bullish as I am right now. Korea Zinc and the DOD. Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Lafferty. I'm trying to catch up. Sorry if I missed your questions. Just put them in chat again if I missed them. Lafferty saying that smelter is being partially financed by drumroll, please. JP Morgan Chase. John Rodriguez said, could the big banks sue the government for implementing price floors and messing up the paper game profits? I mean, they could. Anybody can sue anybody. The joke out of Washington is you can indict a ham sandwich. You can sue anybody in this world. Doesn't mean you're going to win. Okay. Ali is saying, will we ever see silver at 100? Yeah, we saw it not long ago, and I believe we'll be back over it again in no time. Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet, but we popped champagne literally on this channel live. I believe we will be back. Are we in backwardation? Jillian is saying, let's look. 73.54. Yeah, we are in backwardation. We are in backwardation. And the stock market's been open here for 3 minutes, 4 minutes nearly. 4 minutes the stock market's been open here. And guys, since we're here, I would love to bounce down and just fill both of these gaps. I would love to just fill these both while we're here. Bloop, bloop. Get a little DTB. The devil's teabag. Get a little DTB here, fill both of those. I would like to do that, so we'll see what happens there. The new smelter will be close to a liquor store. Oh, that new smelter will be closer to a liquor still than a Walmart. That's funny because it's in Tennessee. That is funny. Will you be willing to trade me 1 ounce of silver for a Magua umbrella? Trying to get my company started. Great trade for a rain day. Oh, wow. Magua umbrellas. I mean, you could email me. I'm not trying to trade silver, but you could email me. internationalstacker@gmail.com. Email me. And maybe I can test it for you down here in Key West and put out a little video for you and help you. I love helping out small businesses. Silver Hands is 100 in constitutional silver, a good start. I think it's a great start. Now, with constitutional silver, I prefer dimes. They're more barterable. And when silver went up to like $120 an ounce, one dime was like $10. So I like dimes because I find they have less wear. They're fractional. And traditionally, in normal times, a couple years ago, they were actually more expensive than other 90%. And right now, you could get all under spot. Again, not financial advice. And you will lose everything. Start selling, says Eddie Sunshine. But Eddie Sunshine made a good point. There is, you don't lose anything until you sell, right? With anything. Unless you're leveraged and you get margin called or liquidated. Or the company goes bust. So you don't lose anything until you sell. Patrick Pearl saying, also new tech like Samsung solid-state batteries contain 32 ounces of silver per battery. Yeah, I heard about that, Patrick. Silver Pug saying, constantly report to the FTC, CFTC, wake up, banks run COMEX papers like a casino, shorts, margin hikes, crashes. Shut it down, let physical demand and supply set the price, says Silver Pug. RJG, good to see you. Just say, just bought some SIL and a ring. Just now at market open. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, it's probably a good day to add to your mind. Oh my gosh, guys, we did it. We did it. Before we do this, you got to be subscribed for the Mega God. 25 ounces of silver I'm giving away this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pounds of copper and some gold. I'm going to drop the link in chat. You got to be subscribed to enter the Mega God. God short for giveaway. But ladies and gentlemen, we did it. You know what time it is if I refresh this, and it's 62,300. It's time for the big show. Here we go. 62,300. Thank you so much. It's time for the big show.
National Aerobic Championship featuring regional finalists from all across the United States
competing
for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete. Presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champions.
Introducing the four-time Crystal Light champion, International Stacker. Thank you so much. The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Four-time Crystal Light champion, 1,800 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures. Now, I know earlier I was teasing about Australia, okay? I want you guys, do you think you guys enjoyed it when I took Master Stacker with me? Well, actually, we traveled together. I don't want to make it sound like that. We traveled together in tandem. To the Fun Coin Show. You guys loved those streams. He's a numismatist and a stacker, but he brings a valuable insight that I never could. Do you guys think he should come with me to Australia and New Zealand? If you think so, put Master Stacker in chat if you want to see him on that trip. Viola can handle the devil's tea bag as Daisy. Oh my gosh, Silverpuck. Silverpuck, no! Let's see what you guys think there. And the stock market's been over for 7 minutes here. It's a little choppy at first, but the baby gator took a bite out of that one. And now we're on a green candle here. So we'll hang out here for a little bit longer, see what happens. Master Stacker, are you still here? Look at all these Master Stackers. They want you to come. Will you be doing any meets in Australia? Yeah. I will be doing a couple channel subscriber meet and greets in Australia when I go. And also New Zealand. In New Zealand, we plan to go to the Shire where they filmed Lord of the Rings. Master Stacker, are you in chat? They are demanding you come. Master Stacker, are you in chat? Yeah, and everything is red right now, even the Dow Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Master Stacker saying, it looks like I have to go. Master Stacker, pack your bags. It's going to be some time, guys, though. We need time to figure it out, the logistics. We're figuring out the logistics, but you all say Master Stacker should go, shall go. Well, let's bring them. And guys, I've got a video coming out tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to be live streaming at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The market open. After that open, and after we hang out for the morning, I will be teleporting you all to a brand new video at the Prague Coin Show, and it has the last password you need for the Mega GA in it. And in that video, you're gonna see me buy some of these silver coins. Oh, that glare is just horrible. Okay, hold up. Let me turn the light down. You're gonna see me purchase some of these coins here live. Hold up. Some of their ancient silver coin. Man, this light is killing me. Look at that guy. Look at that jaw. So I purchased a bunch of the local silver live. So that video is going to be out tomorrow. I'll be automatically taking you guys there. And look at this. Look at the date on some of this stuff. Look at that. 1556 or 36. Wow. So it's going to be a fun video. That's going to happen tomorrow. And silver is clawing back up. We're going to hang out here for a little bit longer. And for all those just joining, I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, some gold, pounds of copper this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You must be subscribed. And I'm dropping the link in chat. You got to enter. That's the wrong link. That is the wrong link. Hold up. Do not. That's not the right link. Hold up. Let me get the right link. I'm dropping the link in chat for you to enter the mega giveaway. Uno momento. I'm not sure what that link was to. Enter mega ga here. There we go. There's the link to enter the mega giveaway. I have 10,000 Fed notes, and should I continue to hold or sell? No, you don't see comments, do you? That's funny, Rudy Poo. You know, I do recommend keeping some cash for emergencies, an emergency fund, paying your bills. But yeah, I wouldn't advocate keeping giant amounts of cash because Federal Reserve, shocker, it's not federal. Not federal. It's a private entity. Look on their website. Their goal is 2% inflation minimum each year. So I definitely would not keep a ton of cash. GYW saying Master Stacker has to meet the giant blue swimmer crabs in Shark Bay. Whoa. Are you down to swim with sharks, Master Stacker? Albert, thank you for becoming a channel member. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And I'll be seeing you in the war room. Those are member-only live streams I do here from time to time. I'm not doing one this morning. I'm probably going to be doing one Friday evening after the live stream. I'll be doing the next war room. We just did one last night. And thank you, Daniel, as well, for becoming a channel member. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. BGC works for Big Green Candle and Baby Call. Baby Gator Call. Thank you for that, Funky. That is good news. Good news there. SD Bullion selling 2026 American Silver Eagle BU for 93. Nice. I mean, that's good. It's under 100, but look at this. We're at 76. So 80, 90. That's a $19 premium. Whoa. And that's what I put out this video down here. Silver shortage 2026, why physical prices will explode no matter what. That talks about the physical price decoupling from the spot price that's heavily manipulated. And with the stock market opening and taking, guys, silver's pushing. Let's check gold. Gold is pushing. Let's check the Shanghai Futures Exchange. Shanghai Futures Exchange is pushing. Gold to silver ratio is coming back down. So we're going to watch here for a little bit longer to see what happens. Do you have any Dutch coins? Oh. Who wants to see some Dutch coins? I can pull out a whole bag. If I put in an order for coins, can you get me some, says Silver Pug. Sorry, I don't do group orders or anything like that. So I'm not sure exactly what your question is, Silver Pug, but I don't like buy or resell. I don't do any of that. I just give away. That's why you guys got to subscribe, because I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and some gold here soon. Enter the mega giveaway. Link is in the description. You must be subscribed for that. Yesterday, Crab Raid was great fun. Played soul music. Really fun and appreciated the help. Awesome, Condor. I'm glad you had fun on that. Yeah, guys, Crab Raids are meant to be fun. They're meant to be a blessing. They're meant to help people hit milestones, help smaller creators. That's the whole goal here. Rising tides raise all ships, and the more creators we have out there talking about gold and silver, I believe the better and the more people that will be woken up. If you were woken up by a YouTube video to gold and silver, if you started stacking because you came across a YouTube video, put YouTube in chat. And ladies and gentlemen, as you start to see all these YouTubes pop up right now, that's why it's so important to like a video, even if you never do it. to subscribe to a channel. Only 30% of you watching right now are subscribed. That's the crazy thing. That's why it's so important to share a stream, because you literally doing that not only helps that creator out immensely, whether it's me or other people, but it helps to wake up other people to gold and silver, and you can literally help them to prepare for their families. Help make their community stronger. Yes. Variable saying you and Master Stacker will need practice doing the haka dance for your trip down under. Yeah, we're going to have to practice that. Silver is worth whatever someone is willing to pay for it, so save however trading farm. Yeah, totally true. Totally true. Are we in major backwardation? Let's see. 73.68. Whoa. Come on. Guys, we're in major backwardation. $3. We are $3 in backwardation. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. I got live feed coming in from the COMEX right now. I'm piping it in. Whoa. And guys, we're only 9 likes away from 1,300 likes. Are you going to be the 1,300th like? If you're the 1,300th like, you're going to get good luck for 55 years. It's science. Who's going to get it? Silverpug saying, correction, can you be our LCS? Yes? I don't know how I be LCS. All right, someone asked about Dutch coins. Give me 5 seconds here. I just had the sack out earlier. Let me see here. Let me see here. I mean, I could be an LCS with all the stuff I have. Okay. Someone is asking about Dutch coins earlier. I've got coins from all my travels. I have been to the Netherlands. I have been there. I'll show you guys just a couple of these. I've been to Amsterdam twice. No, I do not partake in the devil's lettuce. I did enjoy some of the local whiskey, though, and brews. So these are some nice silver coins from the Netherlands. Every time I go to a country, I pick up silver coins. Look at this little puppy. So I got a whole bag of the Netherlands. You guys want to see some of the travels? Look. Netherlands. Colombia. Venezuela. Sweden. Egypt. Israel. Portugal. South Africa. Where else we got there? Now, I've not been to all these countries, but many of them I have. Spain, I've been there. Russia, I've not been there. Ireland, I've been there. Australia, I've not been there, but I'll be there soon. Saudi Arabia, I've been there. Those are all Saudi silver reals. These are a mishmash. I got to separate them still. Panama. Guatemala. Poland, just was there. Peru and Cuba. Japan, I've been there. Got some more here. France. India. Switzerland. Czech Republic, been there. Bermuda. Bahamas, come on, pretty mama. Honduras. So yeah, we got some world coins here. I do not have some. Oh, you know what? I've got a rare gold coin from the old Ethiopian kingdom. Do you guys want to see that? No devil's lettuce, says Jimmy. Only the devil's metal. That's funny. Do you guys want to see the rare gold coin I got from the Ethiopian kingdom? I got it in the Middle East. All right, let me pull it out. 1 second. 1 second. Let me pull this out here. I'm grabbing it out right now. I need to figure out more about this. If anyone knows more about this, I know it's a gold coin. It's from an old Ethiopian kingdom. Check this out. Look at that. I got it in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. I'll put it under the coin scope here. 1 second. One second. There it is under the coin scope. Definitely looks like Arabic. Look at that, guys. Wow. Pretty cool. I don't know. I got to do research on it. I got a good deal on it. From a guy I knew out there, I was buying all these, I was buying tons of Saudi silver reals while I was out there. Look at all these Saudi Arabian silver reals. Got a bunch of them. Look at this. Great condition. A whole bunch of them. That's an Arabic dinar Dutch Murphy says. Do you know more about it, Dutch? Yeah, the silver I just showed you were Saudi reals. And guys, silver is pushing higher. We're in massive backwardation. What is going on? Are we going to be back over 78 here soon? It looks like we have a DTB forming. Those French coins look as thick as Viola. Viola. That's funny. That's funny, the internet. Good for one camel ride?
I take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. Eshism here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow. Look at the 3 pyramids, guys.
That's Daisy. That's how we met the matriarch. Show us that dong. All right, here it is. By demand. Here's the Vietnam dong. Hundreds of thousands of Vietnam dong. It's now worthless. One reason we stack physical gold and silver. Imagine having all this in your bank account, thinking you're set, and then you just wake up and one morning your paper currencies will worth 20% less. Then the next day, 20%. Then the next day, 10. Then they tell you it's going to get better. Then it's worth literally 0. That's what happened all over the world, and that's why we stack physical gold and silver. So a bunch of countries here, bunch of countries, bunch of travels, and we're going to be adding, Master Stacker and I will definitely be adding to, I want to show you guys this coin. We'll be adding to our Australia and New Zealand. I don't know if I have, oh, I do have like one New Zealand coin, I think. Check this one out I got. I got this at spot price. It's an Indian rupee. Silver, of course. $1907, look at that. And this one in there. Isn't that cool? Guys, I can't get enough of these international coins. And I picked all these up under spot. I got to go through them still. All these under spot. Look at this. Look at that. Under spot. And I picked these all up under spot. I think right after we hit 50. There you go. Very cool stuff. So I just can't get enough of the foreign silver. And a lot of it actually carries decent premium if you're willing to do the work. Look at this. Maria Teresa Thaler. That's where the word dollar came from. What's this? Mozambique. So very cool stuff. You just got to look for the deals. As silver's pushing higher here. 76.92. How would Daisy react seeing a Viola handling the saddle? I don't know, Silverpug. I would like to think they could be friends. Do you know what Khufu's pyramid had a silver cap on top of it? I heard it had a cap on it. Was it silver or was it gold? I don't know. Was it silver? It's probably from the 8th century, says Dutch. Thank you. It's Arabic, says there is no faith but by Allah. Okay. So we got some Arabic speakers in chat. I'm going to hold the Ethiopian coin one more time on the coin scope. So anyone who speaks Arabic, like I speak it okay conversationally and I can read, but I sound like a 5th grader. So here it is. I took it in college. I'm not of Arab descent. So here is the one side of the coin. Hold up. I'm trying to autofocus it better. So there's one side of the coin. Any Arabic speakers in chat? Here's the other side of the chat, or the coin. Let me know what it says. It says there's no God but Allah. Yeah, it looked like that to me as well, because that's also on the Saudi Arabian flag. Thank you for that, Ali. What did the other side say? I have a sign. I have to sign on to a work meeting. Have a crabulous day, everyone. See you later, Master Stacker. Thank you for stopping in. I have a New Zealand one, a ring coin. Whoa. A ring coin New Zealand in a gold combo. It was a gift years ago. I can't wait to see the coins you find in New Zealand. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Can you check out celticgold.eu and advise the cheapest 1 ounce would cost as numismatics? Owen, can you email me that? I can't do something like that live on stream, but email me internationalstacker@gmail.com. And make sure you just put it's Owen from Ireland, and then I will work that with you. International Stacker, I have a cool coin that I love. It's a new one, but anyway, that's awesome. You know, it's great. You know, there's a lot of purist stackers out there like, unless you're getting a generic closest spot, you're not a stacker. Like, I get it, and there's a time for that, but just like in real life, you know, you want to be healthy, eat right, but sometimes you have to eat an ice cream, order a pizza. So that's what I do with coins. So I'm a physical gold and silver stacker, but every once in a while, I've got to get some ice cream, and sometimes I get a whole carton. Muhammad is his messenger on the other side. Thank you, Ali. So I was told it was from an old Ethiopian empire. Must have been a... and that makes sense. Well, no, Ethiopian. So it could have been like one of the early caliphates, maybe? I'm going to have to look into that more. Saving Swiss History saying the coin is... Ah, he got it. Okay, let me copy that. I'm going to copy that. Thank you. Boop. Got it. The coin is a coin Abbasid Caliphate. There we go. It's a caliphate. Al-Rashida Dinar. AH-185. Thank you. Thank you, Saving Swiss. Spark Stacker saying Barrick Mining Corp. B reported fourth quarter net income. The results beat Wall Street expectations by 20%. Wow. Nice. What's the difference between the holder, a hoarder, and a silver stacker? One collects junk and one collects hedge against inflations. Yeah. I mean, there's probably hoarders that are silver stackers and gold stackers as well, but like a hoarder, I think, is just something where you will literally collect and stack anything. Whereas a silver and gold stacker, you're hoarding only the metals. I think that's probably the difference. From Copilot, here's the story behind the type of coin you show. This is from Briar Patch. Thank you. A classic example of early Islamic gold coinage, most likely dinar, from the Umayyad or early Abbasid period. Awesome. Thank you. And a variable's going to work. Good to see you, variable. Take care, my friend. Happy to have you here. Silver Pug saying, I just acquired the Silver Theodore Roosevelt's Bowie knife. Nice. Minted by Spectrace. Price about $317 USD. Congratulations, Silver Pug. I actually gave one of those away, guys, as a channel member only giveaway on the last Mega. That was Mega. Have you picked up any full crowns or trade dollars recently? I have not recently, RJG. But I've got... Here, hold up. Here you go. Here's my Great Britain bag. Look at that. Let's just see what's... I'm not going to go through it, but let's just see what's in this holder here. $18.90. Coin is in great condition. It was probably cleaned. I got it for under spot. See what else we got in here. Yeah, just some Great Britain Circulated silver. Awesome stuff. Ugh. Look at that. I just love world silver. Can't get enough of it. One reason they call me International Stacker, I travel a ton. It's difficult to find them now since the boom. I've struggled recently to find them. Interesting, RJG. Thank you for that. Put the coin's picture into AI. Let's see what it says. Look at the COMEX silver delivery intention. Someone just closed their shorts again. So someone closed their shorts in the COMEX. So let's go here. Let me remember how to get to that. Hold up. So let me remember how to get to that. It's under the CME. Let me remember how to get there. Data. Daily bulletin. Let's go down to metals. No, that's not it. That's not it. How do I get to that? Okay, it's markets. Notice they're hiding silver. Hide silver. Data? I can't remember how to find that. I'll have to look into that later, but thank you for flagging that. I'll have to check that later. Can you please explain the DTB formation, says Ben? The DTB formation, that's not quite it. That's a little sideways, but it's a formation we talk about on this channel only by acronym. We don't dare say the full name, and when we do, we only say it in low breath. It's called the Devil's Teabag. So it's just some channel lore. When we get a V formation, we call it the DTB. Something to add about fundamentals, 10 to 15 years to bring on a new mine online. The biggest about all that is easy silver has already been mined. Brian McQuillan is totally 100% right on that. The easy silver has been gobbled up, chopped up, eaten. And even if they streamline a lot of the permitting, you're talking probably 5 to 10 years still. But you still got to find the place with high enough grade. You got to do exploration. So honestly, if you had a site that you knew was good and you started the permitting today and you got the U.S. government to rush it with some of the executive orders, it would still be at least 5 years, maybe longer. This problem's not getting better anytime soon. That's why I'm so bullish silver. Would you consider the Hunt Brothers hoarders? Nah. I'd say they're stackers with a purpose. I put out a video not long ago. It was in the Flagstaff coin shop. Where was it? Here. Is your money safe? Silver Stacker sells all at a Flagstaff LCS. Too bad he sold it before the run-up, man. But this guy, the shop owner, was a great guy, and he was telling me about he bought a silver denarius that was one of the Hunt Brothers collection. I thought that was so cool. What trading platform do you use? This is TradingView. Otto. It's on your Twitter. I just sent it. It says Florida Man. Okay, let's go check Twitter. Is Shanghai closed right now? Shanghai's still chugging along. We're at $84.03 in Shanghai. Let's go here and see what you guys are saying. Ah, thank you. Gary Kraft sent it with me. So let's look at this. So there's entities covering shorts right now. So a total of 608. And look at here. It's like JP Morgan's covering another 531 shorts. But you gotta subtract that number from it, 239. That's the total number of shorts. StoneX Financials covered 8 shorts. Morgan Stanley 65. Wells Fargo 4. Interesting. Thank you, Gary Croft. Ah, thank you, Google Lens. So I will like that and come look at that later. Thank you. AI is getting so good with coin. Looking up information on coins. Is it always right? No, but it's getting so much better. COMEX delivery intentions just dropped. Thank you. We seem to have more bankers covering shorts after a massive smackdown, or as some would say, a banker rescue mission. We gotta put the alert there, and let's just drop a baby gator at the end of this, you know, just to take a bite out of it. Bang. International Stacker, early Islamic gold dinar, 7th century post-reform. Thank you for this. Thank you. Look at this, the COMEX in March, when the crabs come home to roost.
Run.
Love that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, guys. I gotta work on stuff. We're gonna be choppy all day long here. We are just gonna be choppy McChopperson all day long here. So I'm going to be live again for sure in the morning, 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to cover market open. And then tomorrow morning from that, we'll go to the video premiere of the Prague Coin Show. I think you guys are gonna love it. And the last MegaGaw secret password is in there. If you guys are just making it here, I'm giving away 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and some gold in the MegaGaw giveaway. So I'm putting the link in the description. You got to be subscribed to enter it. I might be live later today at market close, market open, or Shanghai Futures Exchange open. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you apprised on X, previously known as Twitter. If it's just going to be choppy and boring, I probably won't do it. But if it's going to be explosive to the up or downside, I probably will. And in my downtime, I'm going to edit some more videos for you guys, get some more scenes for these live streams that you guys love so much. So thank you, everybody. Make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications. And for sure, again, I will be live in the morning at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I might be live later today. And I'm feverishly looking for, where is it? Where is it? Where is the CYOTNO bar? Channel members, you're going to have to help me out with the emoji. Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you for all the new channel members. Thank you to Rebecca for coming to channel member. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. I'll see you guys later next time I'm live. Turn on those notifications. Good luck in the MegaGaw. Your last chance to enter is coming soon. This Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, everybody. And I guess I'll say CYOTNO. Catch you on the next one. Woo!
Crab.
One stacker on a journey
To find
silver.
International Stacker.
Each year, the Stacker Crab makes a pilgrimage to the International Stacker YouTube channel. Here we have a typical Stacker Crab. While typical crabs will eat shells and food of such, these crabs only feast on silver.